The universe is full of energy, and how it flows affects how vibrant we feel. Although we're constantly surrounded by this power, the stress and anxiety in life could deflect it from doing good.
Yeah, but with just a few simple spiritual tips, you can de-stress, detox and rid yourself of negative energy. So they tell us.
You're a skeptic.
Well, no, here to tell us how is psychic and spiritual healer Todd Savvas. Hi, Todd.
Hi.
Okay, hello, Todd.
I'm the only Todd in the village.
If our minds, bodies and emotions are affected by questionable energy, is there some place in nature we can go to help cleanse?
Definitely.
This all sounds very zen.
So I'm feeling better just by standing here at the beach.
Very abstract.
Well, that's what I'm all about the zen. So the best thing to do is regularly head to the beach. You don't need to like swimming in it, or the ocean rather, but the best thing to do is sit by the beach, walk by the beach, because as the ocean rolls in, because it's full of salt, it actually clears anything negative that's left in your energy.
Right.
So you don't need to be swimming, just be near it.
Unless you live 5 hours from the beach, like some people do. What then?
See? You're always putting roadblocks up. I'm feeling tense now.
I grew up in Tamworth, which is a 3.5-hour drive. Now, if I'm sitting home in Tamworth and they say, just go to the beach,
well, you should
what are you meant to do if you don't live near the beach?
So the simplest thing to do if you don't live near a beach is to go in your bath and put some salt in the bath and then have a salt bath.
Right.
Well, there you go. There's the answer.
Well, and have a good laugh. But you think that you should get a little attitude in it?
Anyway, she'll believe by the end of it.
Yeah,
Right.
hey, just talk to me. No, because laughter, as they say, is the best medicine. And I've heard this before, that if you force yourself to laugh, Kylie, it puts you in a really good mood. See, is that working?
I feel better already.
Is that true in the spiritual world?
It's very true. If you get yourself into a really negative place thinking about negative things, you actually become, you're lacking in grounding. So what we say to do is actually start stomping on the spot and then let out a big laugh, like, ha, ha, ha. And then you immediately don't take yourself so seriously and you snap out of whatever's been going on.
Right. But can you do that anywhere?
Anywhere.
Coles, Woolies, and
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
You'll make new friends, it's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Or people will move away very rapidly from wherever you are. What about when you feel poisonous energy like anger or pain, which we all do from time to time? What do we do about that?
You can do that as well, but when it gets a little bit more intense, everyone's heard of this technique, but there's a little bit you need to do at the end. The best thing to do is to write a letter. And what you do is you close your eyes and you imagine the person standing in front of you, and then as you're writing it, obviously you're not looking at it, and so you're seeing them standing there and you're saying everything that you want to say to them, but obviously it might not be appropriate, might be a little bit too intense, they might freak out. So you keep on going until you release, so until you cry or you feel like you've had a breakthrough. Then you don't read it, you fold it over and you burn it somewhere safely. That will actually release the energy and release the negative connection that's between the two of you. You'll actually notice that the other person will start acting differently towards you as well.
Could you get their face on a 10x8 and put it on a dartboard and go...
Look, whatever's going to get you a little bit more zen,
That'd feel good, wouldn't
start with the letter.
Oh, the letter. Oh, I'm adopting a zen-like attitude.
I can feel that. It feels amazing. It's really
if you want to feel more centred and grounded on a daily basis, what's a great way to do that outdoors?
The best thing to do, which kids do all the time, is to go outside, take your shoes off and stand in the grass. Toxins actually leave the soles of your feet, same with negative energy. So it connects you back to the earth, you feel more grounded, and that's why kids have a different attitude to adults all the time, because adults walk around with shoes most of the time.
Right, well,
kids don't have mortgages either.
No, they don't. Do you know what? I'm a shocking...
All this worry, let go of it.
I'm a shocking sleeper, right? I sleep in 2-hour shift, and one of the reasons why is because I get into bed, and that's when the day is finished, and I start replaying stuff and what I have to do tomorrow, and I worry, and that's when I worry. So how do I combat that?
The best thing to do is have a pad by the side of your bed. And what you want to do is when you're laying down and you're thinking about all these things going through, just write them down in points, whatever you need help with. Then at the top of it, you want to write, "Dear Universe, please help with." And then you say it out loud to the universe. Because consciously, you're trying to problem solve everything that you're going to do the next day. But if you ask for help, it actually appeases part of that need to problem solve. And you'll find that the universe will actually act when you ask. But you have to ask.
Do you think you could do that?
Well, I don't know whether I can write.
No. Would you do that? Would you, at 3 a.m. when you're worrying about something, actually physically write something on a notepad?
Yeah, I'd be worried that I was going to stay awake. I suppose it's the only thing. But then I worry about that, so I worry about worrying.
And the best thing to do is do it before you're about to start sleeping. So when you first get into bed, start thinking about some good things, write down what you'd like help with, so you separate yourself from the worry, and then you ask for help, and it's done.
But Todd sort of puts moisturiser on his hands and wears gloves.
Yeah.
able to. Would he be able to still write the note with his glove?
And you could ask for someone else to take notes for him.
Hair and rollers and
possible, you know.
Yeah.
You'd need someone else.
Yeah, one of the greyhound. You wouldn't. Don't rub it in. I'm single, all right? God. See, I worry about that, Todd.
No, let go of the worry, Todd.
I'm going now. Thanks, Todd.
We'll get you a
My
private
pleasure.
session.
Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.